voilà, it's time for a new video. It's time for a new life. Et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà.
Hello, everyone. I am so sorry there was an issue. I prepared my live on Streamyard this afternoon and it disappeared on YouTube. I don't know. And anyway, anyhow, I'm here. Long time since I was here. Let me quickly move on. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. There are two things I want to address today. I want to let everyone know what's been going on with me, and I'm not going to be able at the moment to tell everything, but I will try my best. I will try to answer questions. So my second part, I actually recorded it as a video this afternoon, but I think I will show it and do it live. And the reason I actually recorded that video is because, and for the ones who know me, I tend to look at the chat and then I'm losing it. I don't know what I was saying. I lose. Sorry, I can't find my words today. It was very good. The video was actually very good. But I'm going to try to be, it's going to be easier to interact with you guys. So please bear with me. I'm going to try not to look too much on. Please put at the beginning of your comment while I talk a question or comment so that I can start them and then I can get into it with you guys. So it's been, what are we now? December, November, October, September, August, July. Nearly 5 months that I took a break. And to be honest with you, I will take a break till next year. I don't know if I'll be back in January or in February. And I will explain this live why. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I can talk. And when no one is talking back, I can talk more. And you will understand. So it all started actually, it actually started 5 years ago when I realized through the pandemic that I was starting to get strange, anxieties, and that came a bit later in the second year of the pandemic, second lockdown. I started having anxieties and, all sorts of things. I thought I would go through it. And I'm sorry I'm going so back in time, but it's just trying to make you understand a bit better. And then, what always helped me is actually having my work. Fair enough, I was always working from home, and unfortunately, the company made me redundant in April last year, which really nearly killed me. But at the beginning, I thought, hey, I worked so hard for so many years, didn't take much time off. I'm going to take a few months off, relax and bloody blah, which I did. And then I started looking for jobs and looking for jobs and looking for jobs, applied for jobs. Either you don't get an answer, or you have too much experience, or you don't have enough skills. I translated it a little bit more like you're too bloody old and expensive. So yeah, so that difficult to get in my face, especially when everyone around me said, "You get a job in no time." It's nearly under 2 years that I lost that job, and I yeah, I still don't have a job. So I've been living on my redundancy money, not going out a lot. But anyway, as you know, for the ones who know me, I had issues with my feet. My legs were swelling up all the time, and it was not good with my legs. Though they're not painful, they don't ache. It's just difficult to get around. And my feet, um, the heel of my feet I'm constantly in pain. So I just managed to get around the house, and that's about it. My feet are so swollen, I can't even get into my slippers anymore. Anyway, in July, as you know, I did put a post on my community tab in YouTube. I woke up one morning and I found poor Baxter dead. Was a bit of a shock. He was only 8 years old, but I think he suffered from the heat. He was, not a small Pomeranian, actually quite a bit of a fatty one like me. And I think the heat. The vet was asking me, "Do you want to know why?" And I said, "It's not going to bring him back, is it?" So anyway, so I ended up being alone with Bonnie and Bria. Bria is my cat. I know I don't speak a lot about Bria. And sorry, a month later, I had to take Bonnie to the vet for an operation on her paw. Nothing drastic, nothing bad. She weekly, and then she had to have some dental work done too. So they decided to keep her at the vet's to do that. And then she was about a week away from me at the vet's, and that was the moment where I couldn't get out of the house anymore because I couldn't get into any shoes nor slippers. So I hello everyone, thank you for joining. I they called me to let me know that someone was gonna come, and they had to discuss something with me. So it was actually in the end the vet himself who came to visit me, and he explained that Bonnie was well. The operation went well. They started slowly to go through dental work. And the dental work was not even the issue. She went into kidney failure. And he said she will not survive that. She will be in extreme pain. And I recommend, or I suggest, that you sign the papers to put her to sleep. And I always said, if I ever have animals, I will not want them to suffer just to keep them around with me, this selfish gesture. So it was a difficult decision to make. My problem was that about a couple of weeks beforehand, before this happened, I banged my left leg somewhere. And because my legs are so swollen, my skin is very dry. So I got a wound on my leg and it was not healing and it was infected. and I was treated for that, but it didn't heal, nothing. And so that my what upset me the most, even letting Bonnie go, it was that I couldn't. Sorry, I didn't want to, but that I couldn't be with her moments. So I don't know if she left this world thinking I let her down. So that was very difficult for me, and losing both dogs so quickly in such a short time was a huge shock. It was so quiet in here. Baxter was like an alarm bell. Sometimes I didn't even hear the knock on my front door because my hallway is quite long. He heard everything. He barked, so I knew there was someone at the door. I don't have that anymore. Um, but then Bria, my cat, is has come near to me. She's at the moment she's sleeping on the footstool over there, but normally she's sitting next to me on the sofa, sleeping. She was for so long Bonnie's cat and not my cat, and I don't know it, if it's because she lived with two dogs for 10 years of her life that she behaves. Sometimes I feel she behaves a little bit like a dog. She seems to understand everything. So I have Bria. Love her. I loved her from the moment I got her as a baby kitten. Anyway, I don't. Sorry, I made my notes because I don't want to lose what I really want to say in this life, and then I hope I can lighten up a little bit the story. So naturally, this didn't help with my mental health and my anxieties, and it takes a lot of energy. And another issue that at the moment I can't really discuss, or I don't want to discuss at the moment, is difficult. It took me a long time to let people in. So one day we can do a special and discuss this. So 1st of September, my doctor decided to call the ambulance, and they came in the evening to pick me up to send me to hospital to look at this wound that didn't heal. And they were worried that the infection went into the bloodstream, and it could be septic or something like that. Even though I never had temperature, I felt okay. I mean, it was just this wound. It didn't even hurt. But hey, why not? So um, I mean, I went into hospital on the 1st in the evening. First 24 hours in the medical assessment unit on a trolley. I couldn't feel my arse cheeks. That's how hard it was. But my coccyx hurt. It was horrendous. And I got really pissy with these people. Even though I know the work, when you come in at 9:30 in the evening, they leave you on a chair for an hour and then on a trolley nearly 23 hours. It's a little bit lot. So anyway, I ended up the next evening in the what is it called, the infectious disease ward, and I ended up in a room just for me with a television and everything. So it was a bit, and my own bathroom. It was nearly a hotel luxury, really. I was like, wow. And I really expected to be there 2 days, but then, and they did a lot, X-ray, chest X-rays. They took blood, and for me, when they come with a needle, I have a needle phobia. I get really anxious. I mean, I had that since I was a moment I went the first time into hospital as a kid. So the needles for me, huge phobia. And then I have rolling veins as well. So they go in and the vein goes and buggers off, you know. So it's double trouble. But things came up in the blood result. So infectious level very high, calcium level very low, and um, vitamin D very low, and another one, iron level very low. So I was first put on a drip with antibiotics. They dressed my wound with something I didn't even know existed, and it's medical honey. That was like, it worked like wonders. That wound within 2 days was closed nearly. I mean, but then they continued to treat me for everything else. So the low calcium level was really low. For me, calcium was always calcium equals bones, right? No. It has also to do with the electrolytes to the heart. And anyway, so the doctor was here pumping in calcium. It took him 10 minutes because he has to go in slowly. I was at the same time hooked on an ECG machine. Uh, I mean, I thought it's the end of the end, you know. And anyway, my ECG was fine. Then they put me on a drip for the calcium for 24 hours. But my problem with, it was leaking. So they had to put it here. Then they had 6 hours later or 8 hours, put it in the arm. And, my arms couldn't make it anymore. It was horrendous. So on the fourth day, on the Friday, I woke up with very high temperature. They took blood again. And I'm like, and I could be really pissy with them when they came with the needle. And Saturday afternoon, they say, "Hello, you have COVID." And since beginning of 2020, when the COVID started, I never managed to catch COVID. I go into hospital and boom, I have COVID. So I was treated for that as well. People were coming in with masks now. It was horrendous. I mean, I didn't expect that. So in the end, I was in hospital for 2 weeks. And funnily enough, it's the people that you expect the most to come to see you don't turn up. And the ones you least expect are here to see you. Because you see, after 2 days, I thought I would be in and out of that hospital. And I was like, bloody hell, Bria is alone. It was, and then again, someone that I know quite well. We are friends, but young lady who's just 25, 26 years younger than me, who has a partner, a little girl, her own business. You don't expect her to have time. And she ran, and I mean, from where she lives to where I live, it depends of traffic, obviously, as well, all the time. Came here to check on Bria. And then the next night, she decided with her sister they would come and pick up Bria. And her sister um, took Bria in while I was in hospital because, yeah, no one knew when I was going to get home. So it was, in one way, it was tempting, on the other way. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I came home. My legs were a bit better, but it's difficult. But then what was amazing is that occupational health came and they installed what is it called again? A chair lift in my bath so I can get in. Um, I mean, you know, but it took me over a week to take a bath because I didn't have hot water anymore. I mean, lots of things happened, and I'm not going to go into everything at the moment. And then I said that, sometimes my whole way is so long to get to the door, sometimes takes time. And the week after, she came back and she brought me a walking stick. I mean, they were really great. And then the social worker wasn't that great, especially for me. I thought she was too young to be a social worker. But anyway, now I'm still waiting for um, a mental health association to contact me. I'm on a waiting list to get help. But yeah, so it's difficult. You have to wait and wait. And that's about 3 months that I've been waiting now. It will happen. I need to call them and see. And then there's another reason why I needed to take a break. How can I, when I can't deal with my health and everything else in my life, how can I be someone who wants to make people aware about what Scientology is and what they do, the abuse, the inflicting on people within their four walls? It's difficult to in as well, and then I come to the next reason why I needed a break. And um, I'm going to take a little break and go through the chat because, as you know, it was very difficult not to look in the chat. So I only saw one person that I know at the very beginning, and that was Yolanda. So I don't know who is in the chat. So I'm going to have a quick look. I don't want to be disrespectful. Normally, I always say hello to everyone. I just needed to concentrate on that. And it was very difficult not to look at this side of the of the screen. So let me just go back, and please, I'll try to remind you um, when I go into my next part. Again, if you can put question or comment at the beginning of your chat, so I can then later star um, your question so we can discuss. Or your comment. I can come and reply to. And I didn't do my housekeeping at the beginning of the live either. So I just want to everyone be reminded that everyone is entitled to their opinions, and please respect everyone's opinions. It doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone else's opinion. So just have a little bit of respect. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions and feelings. Mm. So let me see. Let me go quickly. Oh, I'll put this on the side quickly. So, hello, Nancy. Hello, I'm so sorry. Shush J3O. Hello, Adiladi. Thank you for joining. Hi, Yolanda. Thank you very much for being here. Hello, Nancy. Hi, Kirby's mom. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Christina Korf. I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, Kirby's medical honey. It has a special name. Um, um, go away. No, where is it gone? Yeah, Manuka. Yeah, I mean, what we I do also have. What I forgot to say is that since I left hospital on the 12th of September, so today is the 13th of December, that's now 3 months ago, I have a continuous flu, running nose, I cough. Fair enough, I still smoke, but anyway, continuous cough, lack of energy, memory loss, you name it, I have it all. And I've been told, and I as well, sometimes you wonder where I am. Probably a bit too much on YouTube, watching YouTube, I mean. I have long COVID. And long COVID, you can have it for a few weeks, a few months, or even a few years. So, touch wood, it's going to be just a few months and that's it. But 3 months is already a long time. So, yeah. Yeah, so medical honey is called Manuka. Brilliant. Um, Kirby, I feel better, but I still have a long road to. At the moment, how to say that? I am. I I don't know how to. I think my mental health is more important than the rest, even though my health, medical health, is important too. But yeah, I feel like I have to chase everyone, and there are days where I just watch telly. I mean, when I say telly, YouTube, Amazon, or Netflix, or Hey You, my Royal Housewife of so and so. Um, I have no energy. I just get up to go to the bathroom, kitchen, coffee, tea, or whatever, have something to eat. But otherwise, I have no energy. I don't talk to people, and it gets a bit, it's difficult. But I'm getting there, but it will take time. It will take time. Yolanda, my legs are very swollen at the moment, so I have difficulties to get around. But I'm not in pain. They're not giving me problems in that sense. And it's not only my legs. My feet are so swollen. I have to walk through the house in my socks. I can't even get into my slippers. And I have special slippers for swollen feet. But the Velcro just does and voila. So yeah, so in the flat, and so that's one of the reason I can't go out if I wanted to. If I can't get into slippers, no shoes or train. I have a trainers as well, especially for swollen feet. I can't get in. So it will take time. It will take time, and the doctors, luckily, home visits, but I can see that sometimes it doesn't have the time, and it's flu season, and it's getting colder now as well. We had quite a nice summer here in Scotland, so I think the winter will be harsher, and so everyone be careful because COVID is coming back. especially when it gets colder. You see, therapist mom, you know it. Okay, so that was a good little um, break, and therefore I'm gonna go to my next part. I need a little bit of mental help, and I'm gonna have a cigarette, and I apologize for that. I go gently with myself. Don't worry. As you can see, I have a new sofa. Well, it's not a new sofa, but for me, it is. A friend of mine, um, her parents had this sofa in the anyway, somewhere in their house. It's about 20 years old, but it looks practically new. It's brilliant. I love this sofa. And then I got a new thing to put my television on. We changed a bit the furniture around. One day she came with her mom, her dad. That's the friend I was telling you guys about. And I was sitting here and said, "Can I help?" But because I can't stand for long, they said, "No, you stay there. You just wait. If we're not sure if we put it in the bin or not, we're going to show you. That's your job." And I saw people running around. She was who the other one was doing. But it was brilliant. It was unexpected, but it was brilliant. So, sorry, I'm drooling. I don't know why. I'm getting older. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's a bit more. Oh, and I never paid for it because I got it through the recognition system we had at work. And therefore, I got myself an air fryer, and I am loving it. I'm watching so many recipes, videos on YouTube. It's unbelievable. And tomorrow, I'm gonna try to make bread in my air fryer. So I will post you pictures on my community channel to show you if it worked or not. I will take picture if it worked or even if it hasn't worked. I just saw a name coming on. Hi Rika, thank you very much for joining. Lovely. It's nice to see you guys. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, so now, yeah, first this. Apologize for that, but I need it because I'm gonna say that. As you know, until now, every time I went to live, I did share my opinions, but I never really mentioned names. Tried to be, like it says on one of my passport, to be Switzerland, like you guys call it. We Swiss call it being neutral. But that doesn't mean that behind, in the background, that I don't have my strong opinions. It is now I actually speak up because, and that is one of the reasons I took this break. It is excuse, and if I'm pretty sure I won't be able to go through what I have to. Sorry, I have my notes without saying a few swear words. So if you're shocked, I apologize. But sometimes they're powerful words, if you know what I mean, and they work better for me. Even though my 91-year-old mother would say it's not ladylike. Well, I'm not here to be ladylike at the moment. So, one other reason I needed a break was also this huge divide of the community. The community. It really bothered me, and it really, really pissed me off. And I was angry all the time. And because I didn't understand. I thought we were trying to do something good here. And I wouldn't have done this part of the life if I didn't come across. I wanted to do this live last week, and then I thought every day. I said, okay, tonight I'm doing. Then tonight there was always something else, and then everything happened a little bit in the community, and then I thought this is the time now to speak up, and perhaps because of what I've been through, I'm going to be very honest. It's not that I've never been honest with you guys, I've always been honest, but I'm going to speak up and I will name names. I don't care. I have a small channel. It doesn't matter if I lose subscribers or not. I mean, I was away 5 months and I only lost 25 subscribers. Look, I have 329 or 30 subscribers. Look, who doesn't want to be at 500 and being able to monetize their channels? I don't have much money coming in at the moment, so I would love to, but I created merch and no one is interested, no one has bought anything. But we'll look into this next year. At the moment, that's not what I want to talk about. So why I'm doing this is because I feel the need to say what I have. It's my opinion and my feelings. You do not have to share them, but just respect it. And I respect everyone's opinion and feelings too. So I came across when was her first or second video when Aaron was in jail. It was her first or her second video she did on Aaron's channel, and that was Jenna. And oh my goodness, she pissed me off so much. And I'm going to tell you why. At some stage, she was saying the only people who did real things were Aaron, Street LA, and Jessica Palmadesa. She had so much praise for them, and they were everything. And I got so bloody angry, and I'm like, how dare you? How fucking no, no. You see, I get angry already again. So I thought I need to get this out. And I will be not saying what I'm going to do because I haven't decided yet. So I'll continue. Bridget, concentrate. Sorry, but why do we praise Street LA and Jessica Palmadesa? I haven't seen them doing very much when it comes to Scientology. Oh yeah, Jessica was at Winter Wonderland in LA and Street LA too, but that was about it. They didn't up at Audit and Mona's, aka Fat Grammy's Father's Day protest in June. They were nowhere to be seen. Why do we praise them again? Why? I don't understand. The guys who protest in LA is Audit LA, Ashley, Laura, Dan Works LA. Oh, I'm missing, but they're doing the job. They're out there. Don't forget. Who do you hear them praising Audit LA for the legwork she's doing? Apologize, Audit. It was, I didn't think. But she did. She does so much out there. She's never been praised from that side. And it really pisses me off. And then you come to Europe. Look at Alex here in the UK. He's never been praised. Why? Because apparently he's a liar. I don't know. He never lied to me, anyways. Then you go up north, up north. Scientology up north, Miriam. As far as I noticed, she's been protesting nearly every Saturday throughout the summer and until now. I'm pretty sure she was protesting last week. Endurance, right? So come on, praising only Street LA, Aaron and Jessica? No, no, no. That really, Jenna, really bothered me that you said that, because there's so many people. And yeah, I have to agree. Aaron, and that's why lots of people created their YouTube channels at the beginning, is because the more people, the better. We have more people to get the word out. And then suddenly that stopped. He turned 360. F him, I don't care. But then, so he really started creating this divide in the community. Yes, you, Aaron, you created this divide in the community. I find this disgraceful. We don't have to love or like each other, but we all have the same goal and we should be working together towards this. Right? Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. I will look after in a little while. So for me, Jessica, Jenna, for me came across everyone else is crap and what they do doesn't matter at all. Very disappointing. Now, sorry, I forgot something. Now, I can't though say 100% Aaron was the only one creating this divide. There are other people too. And the other person that I'm gonna name, and I apologize for that, but when I interviewed you, I told you I like you a lot. I still like you a lot. I think you're a great guy, but I will also tell you when I don't agree with you. It doesn't mean because I don't agree with you, it's the wrong thing for you. But, and that's you, Scott, aka DOA. Everything was so amazing. You started with the encampment last year, the when you drove around the neighborhood with the I can't find my words. It was amazing. People seemed to like each other. Everyone had a blast. It was great. But then you started this so-kind bad actor stories. And that's when it all seemed to start. And what really happened between you and Streets LA? You seem to be quite good mates. I mean, you even had the same bloody attorney. Come on. And then suddenly, boom, there was no more love around. I don't understand. I do not understand. And please, as well, Scott, stop bashing everyone. I know lots of people are out there and bashing, but try to raise above it, because it doesn't become you very much. I'm sorry, Scott. You're better than, you're really better than that. And I watched one of your videos or lives the other day, yesterday, the day before. I'm gonna come back to that, Scott, in a little moment. No, actually, I'm gonna say it now before I forget. Don't you ever bash a victim of DA, DS, or SA, please. As long as you haven't been a victim or a survivor of it, you don't know. Even if you don't agree with their actions, do not put or pull them down even further. Do not do that again. I don't think it becomes you a lot. Please consider that. And I'm telling you that because I am a survivor of DA, okay? Or DV. No, DV, sorry. I always told you guys abbreviations are not my forte. So, DV, domestic violence. And that brings me to the next part that I want to talk about. And the next part is oh, someone is coming to visit me. Do you want to come and say hello? Yep. Yeah, come here. Come here. Hey guys, that's Bria. Mwah. Yeah, I know, you don't like that. That's the longest I can hold arms. Normally she doesn't like it, but she's here. No, leave my notebook. So sorry, I got distracted and now I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So, like everyone talked about it, we go backwards, right? January, everyone's been talking about it this week. And I'm only going to talk about it. Like I said, I'm a survivor. So we all watched that video from Jenna in January. It was very brave of her to do. We now all that she took that video down. They went back together. That's fine. And please, for the ones who don't understand why someone who allegedly been abused goes back, I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, I'm a survivor and I went back. And you know what? It was the best thing I did in my life to go back, because that's when I finally realized I can't live with that man for the rest of my life. No. I might never might have had those butterflies in my stomach and say, I love him, even though I wouldn't, I went back, and you know what? It worked for a day or two. He went back being drunk, being nasty. Everything had to go like he wanted. The butterflies flew away. I didn't feel anything for him anymore. And just to show you, even after 10 years, that happened about 12 years ago, to this day, he's still saying it's my fault. Not his, mine. So, like I said, I'm not a victim anymore, I'm a survivor. And that's why I'm speaking up. So don't bash Jenna because she went back. She might go back again. It might take a little bit, We all know that she didn't have many men in her life and she has a lot to learn still. But I do hope Jenna, sorry, I do hope you're gonna break this up and keep it that way and try concentrate on your lovely children. And one day, without searching, the right man will turn up. I'm pretty sure. You're good, young, good-looking lady. You will find a good man. But you don't need him. You really don't. No. He's not treating you well. It's doesn't work. If he laid hands on you or not, it doesn't matter. He abused you mentally and verbally. That's already enough. You don't need that. I didn't like, I tell you, so I'm suffering a bit of insomnia again. So I ended up watching that painful 2.5 hours of Aaron's response to her posting that video again. That was painful to listen to. She did this, she did that, but she did something, and she did this, and she did this, and she did something nice, and it was like, and honestly, I haven't studied psychology, so I will not show any names around. There's no point. We all know he has a huge ego. I'm surprised he still can go through the door frames, big head like that. And he reminded me so much of my ex-husband. Selfish. That's the word I'm going to use. Selfish. Jenna, you don't need this. But I nearly threw up. It was one of the most painful videos I've watched in a long time. So, yeah. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. Do not judge Jenna. Fair enough. Issues within a couple, there's always two sides to the story, and they're both sides. But we do tend to believe the victims until proven otherwise. It's not like in criminal law, you are innocent until proven guilty. That's the way it is. Now, I want to say, and that's the last part, and then we go through the comments again, because I see it's rolling and I'm really concentrating on not looking at them. What also bothers me is that so many former Scientologists have beef with each other and always wash their dirty linen on YouTube. It's really, really, really disappointing. Look, I don't expect you guys to love each other or even like each other. But don't forget, we all have the bloody same goal. To get the rest of the world being aware what Scientology is, the abuse that goes behind closed doors, the abuse especially of children, and no more children in Scientology. Children shouldn't be in there unless they're treated like they should be treated, like children. We need former Scientologists. You are the faces and stories that we can use. We need you to get the word out. But if you are beefing against each other, what does that help? Look how many, there were so many people with small channels who suddenly stopped. We have no clue where they are. And good people who did a lot. Fluffer, Squirrel UK, Tilty Bird. And I apologize if you can't remember anyone. Fair enough, I don't always watch this stuff at the moment, but I haven't seen Mona in a little while as well. Bloody hell. I can't remember on this. Should have written them down, the names, but you get my. There's so many people, or small channel that have stopped. Then they're not doing anything, and people who did some really good things, Who doesn't miss Tilty Birds and Fluffers Skrill UK lives when they were giggling at 7 o'clock UK time on a Saturday morning? Come on, I missed, though I had to wake up early, but it was a good thing at the weekend, right? It was not just art, it was combined. So many. Matt from the media, he does other stuff and a little bit of Scientology in between, but fair enough, he hasn't been very healthy either. Sorry, I forgot so many names, and I apologize really, because you deserve to be named. Actually, I'm gonna make a list and put it in the description as soon as I have the list together, or in another format. I don't know. You former Scientologist, stop bashing it. Whatever the issue is, they look. That was Anna, that's one thing. But then, it's enough. You don't have to make 100,000 videos about him and their breakup or whatever. Stop. It doesn't become any of you. Where's Serge? I haven't seen Serge in ages. And he has a really strong story. And the other thing is, so many people that non-former Scientologists who had issues in their life, that went through things in their life, these are the kind of people who wants to help or wanted to help, because even though they didn't go through what you former Scientology went through, they could, not sympathize, what's the other word? Empathize with you more, because we went through something. But they're gone because there's no recognition. That I love interviewing former scientists, and there's not much help coming from them. I did really good interviews, right? I did really good interviews, but and I told you guys that many times how disappointed I was that I didn't get an answer, or I was told, oh, I'm doing something different. It doesn't matter if you do something different, but you can take an hour of your time to be interviewed, because you are the voices we need. Your stories are important to us so that we can do something. So obviously my channel, I'm going to have to somehow change my concept, or I need to find new ideas for next year. I will not do anything about Scientology until I feel better in my own mental health. But I had to get this out because I have no one to speak. Well, I can talk to the cat, but she's not going to reply to me. She doesn't have a clue what Scientology is anyway. But you understand, it needed to get out, and I wanted to explain why I was MIA. And I want to come back. I really want to come back. But I have quite a lot of things on. It's not only my health, it's financial issues. It's difficult. It's very difficult at the moment. I can't travel, so I can't go home to see my mom and my brother for Christmas. So it's another year that I'm on my own. And look, don't pity me. I'm used to be on my own, but it's Christmas, so, So, yeah. Oh, 6 hours have just passed. Sorry. Just a second. Switch that back on. Ooh. I like the little lights. You switch it on, and then it runs through all the programs for 6 hours. Okay, put the blanket back on. Yeah, so I said that. I just quickly want to go back to Scott. Scott, don't misunderstand me. I do like you, still do. Perhaps have a rethink, concentrate more on your legal issues, and try to be a bit nicer to people. You don't have to like them. If you don't like someone, then don't talk about them. It might be easier and it would become you better. I loved you more when you had a good laugh and, you know, tell some jokes and things like that. But yeah, so that's the part of it. So that's why I call this has to stop now. And I'm asking all former Scientologists that are still at the moment on YouTube and do stuff, stop bashing each other, do your anti-Scientology stuff, try to give some people some interviews like me, and let's work together. Don't forget there are enough wars in the world where families are divided. People have died because of stupid wars. Children have been killed. Don't forget that. They're not in Scientology, but they've been killed. Think about that. We have no war here. We just have one goal. In the US, first to get Scientology tax exemption revoked. Then the abuse has to stop everywhere. No more children in Scientology. Scientology can continue to live as long as they don't do all this shitty stuff. And one other thing I would like to ask the people that are protesting out there, don't scream and shout at those Scientologists that walking around. That's not nice. They believe in something enough. They might be abused and they don't know how to talk to you. Okay? So the only thing that I do remember that was nice and came out of my ex-husband's mouth was, it's always nice. And it gets you a bit further. Because it's a kind of bullying sometimes when I see what some have done or in the past as well. Just be kind. That's all I'm asking. But anyway, who am I that you're going to listen to me? I'm no guilty. But I had to say what I had very heavy on my chest or on my heart, in my heart, I had to get rid of. And that's what it's called. This has to stop. Full stop. And with, a lot of things, I created a song, quite a good one. The lyrics, I'm sorry, they're not from me, but I fed this into an IE, and the lyrics came out so on point that I'm gonna make you listen to it in a minute. But I'm gonna go through the comments because I've seen with one eye that there are quite a lot. So I'm gonna oh I feel a bit better to have got rid of all this. Another Siggy. And then we go backwards in the chat. Mm, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oops. Our lymphatic system, Yolanda. Well, it's one of the bit, you know. We're getting there. Thank you, Rika, about my baby. Well, the chronic pain is mainly in my feet, my legs, even though they're very swollen, Rika. They don't give me a. They're not aching. It's just very difficult to get around. Especially, I'm not very tall, as you all know. So it's a struggle. But hey, thank you, Yolanda. Thank you. Mm. Share and MD Media 18. Yeah, I was talking about Matt. Share. I don't remember that name. Like I said, my memory is since COVID. It's like, well, for the ones who haven't heard that, since I had COVID in hospital, now I'm suffering from long COVID. So, oh, Kelly, yes, 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 yes. I agree with you, Rika. Kelly, Miriam, yeah. Kirby's mom says, perhaps I put it on the screen so it's easier for me. Oh no, oh, seriously. Okay, sorry. There are many people doing important caring advocacy that are not only not in chats or streamers, but are not on YouTube at all. They are quietly doing the work. I agree. One thing I would suggest to you, I am subscribed to Substack of Tony Ortega, and I get an email every day with another story or all the stories that he comes back up and things like that. It's very interesting. It keeps the information going. Um, yeah, yeah. The encampment was amazing. Okay, yeah, but I didn't know. I I found out about the YouTube community, shall we say, it that way. Um, what are we, 2025, 2024, for so nearly at the end of 2023, about 2 years. So if people are using in other communities bad practices, I had no clue about it, but it just annoyed me. It just doesn't work for me. Oh, sorry, it is a legal phrase. Fair enough, Kirby's mom. I just didn't like the way it happened. But okay. He talked crap about every single one of my friends and ran off so many people. It makes me sad because I like him. I am assuming you're talking about the OA. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I support the OA and believe that his legal cases are so important for exposing the corruption in LA as well as Scientology. And I have to add to this as well is that I don't know why lots of people don't like Dodge. I personally like Dodge. I think he's a really good journalist. He explains the legal stuff when um, he can go in a way that, for people don't live in America, don't know the American legal system. Even though, I watch so much American true crimes that I feel like I'm starting to know a little bit, but still, and then you have all states have some different other laws. It's quite complicated. So um, I think I always have watching I don't really look the thing that he does with the political stuff because, like I said, I don't live in America. It's not my thing. Uh, is the best I know he's the best person to do. Yeah, but you know that I came across so many old stories about Scientology, especially in LA, and we have seen through the streams of Streets LA and DOA and others how corrupt, especially when they're protesting, the of La Poubelle, um, how corrupt LAPD is, and so. And apparently it was well known that LAPD is, but not for years, for not centuries, the one in between, what is it called? For decades. It's nothing new. So we can just hope, Kirby and Rika. Yes, Kirby, he will do amazing. In my opinion, Odita, Layla, Nora are liars. Oh, really? I'm surprised. I don't think so. But that's your opinion. It's not my opinion, but fair enough. Bad actors is a legal phrase used mainly in the US for. Okay, but yeah, okay, fair enough, Kirby's mom. But then in that concept, when Scott started using bad actors, and he was talking about. Okay, now I understand better. But still, he made it just, Sri Pamadesa Anjana Marine also by Clyde. Well, like I said, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't think specifically Natalie, no Kelly, no Marilyn are liars. No, even Streets or Pamadesa. Um, they're only just the ones supporting Aaron. And in a way that is strange to me, you know. But and also, when Aaron did that 2.5 bashing against Jenna, Marilyn shouldn't have come live. That was such a big mistake. Such a big mistake. Add Susie to the list and Eric Rader. Make a list of the people that are good in our opinions. Everyone's opinion put together in one list. Okay, continue, Bridget. Uh, I agree, Kirby's mom. I think if everyone wants to be honest, everyone hopes a little bit of that. I know I will never be a star in YouTube because I would need to be more consistent, and at the moment I can't be consistent. So, but my intentions are good. and they're real. So, um, oh, Hot Mama, hello. How are you? Yeah, she needs to away from him. But please, if she goes back to him, because if you notice, the videos have been put down again. So, but even if she goes back to him, don't take it on her. It is a process. You know, victims will understand when they turn into a survivor. She might need, perhaps, the need to go back. You know, she's very much in love. But like when I went back and I realized after, not even after 2 days, I can't live with that man for the rest of my life. And the butterfly in my stomach, they bugged off. They flew away into the wild, and I broke up with him. And that was the best thing I did. But I went back. But then, hey, I was much, much older than her, than she is now. And, you know, she doesn't have much experience when it comes to life and men. So just be kind to her. You don't have to like her or love her, but be kind. I have whiplash from Aaron and Johnny. They don't care that any of us never ins have done anything, and to hear how they treat people who apply for help, it's so twisted. Yeah, well, so you remember when Aaron did that live, Jen got wind of it and went live and commented live on what he was saying. And she did say that he was sometimes making fun of some of these people asking for help or not granting them help. And that's why, you know, at the beginning, when the association was created, I thought there were way too many board members and way too many former Scientologists on that board. It should have been half with non-former Scientologists and now there are only 3 people on that board. And I apologize, but I personally, at the moment, support SPT Foundation. I can't. We don't know how many people were helped and seriously helped. And I only heard one story in over a year. So how can I help? But at the moment, financially, I can't help anyone. Sorry. Um, at the moment, I send people to the aftermath. If I had someone to send, I would send them to the Aftermath Foundation. Fair enough. Look, for me, it's difficult to trust people in general if I know them or not. And to know someone, to try to trust someone on social media is in more, for me, more difficult because you don't know these people personally. So, but I'm going with the things that we need to continue this fight. Otherwise, close our channels and stop doing this activism against Scientology and let them do all their shit, to continue to do all this shit behind closed doors. I don't trust any ex Scientologists. Sorry, not sorry. You don't have to be sorry. No, we have not all the same goal. Well, we don't want Scientology to abuse children, to I don't get this. I found it a bit sad to hear that, but hey, fine. Here we go. I hope the best for them, give them grace, but won't allow them to yell at me or control me. Nope. They need deprogram. We have to teach them how to act, hate bluntly. That is something I forgot, and actually I had it in my notes. Thank you very much, Rika. Was Aaron needs deprogramming because I feel like he's still in a Scientology state of mind. And that's why he treats people badly. And I'm going to tell you one thing as well why he supports Streets LA. It's not because he likes him or anything like that. He's scared of Streets LA. That's what it is. But anyway, that's another story. So I do remember last year in one of his lives, Aaron said he had 1 or 2 sessions of counseling or something like that, or therapy, and it was not for him, it didn't work. Therapy doesn't work after 2 sessions. I'm sorry. You have, I don't know why I'm drooling. Are you too much like that? Anyway, he really needs serious deprogramming, that man, because one day he's gonna either hurt himself or hurt someone else. So thank you to have said that, Rika, because I had it in my notes. But I started to write in a way where I hardly could read my own handwriting. I'm missing now. Janelle is gone. I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry. Ah, yeah, now I get what you mean, Rika. Yeah, got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sad. Hi, Tricky Wood 872. Jumping Jesus. Oh, is he jumping? Aaron admitted to the abuse and others have witnessed it. And Madame Scotty is a complete gentleman. He fight Madame Scotty. I'm sorry, Scotty is not a madam, but he fights for the victims, not the phony victims. Yes, but he still sometimes turns against what he said a week ago. As much as I like him, he has lost his spark. So I do understand why he stopped protesting. That's a good thing, because he needs to concentrate on his legal matters. That's important. Yeah. Sorry. The big girls like Aaron, Janet, Nora, Bridget, and no never ends. I'm gonna agree with you. I don't think Nora is, but I have an issue with sorry. You can do a live of 2-3 hours of bashing someone, but then if it's every calm down, and that I can't do, because it's then on repeat. So yeah, that's my opinion. is going through hell because of this liars, defamers. That there's zero for him to joke about. He has health issues of his own to tackle. Look, everyone has health issues. I have health issues. Everyone is going through something. Yolanda had a car accident. She was in a poorly state. And Yolanda, sorry, I wasn't a very good friend, but uh, um, I see from your post on Facebook that way of recovery and you're better, and I'm very happy about that. So I apologized, Yolanda. Oh, hi, Stylo Dit. How are you? Thank you for joining. Don't worry, you can watch on replay if you need to. Okay. Brigitte, the big cocktails from you are also so important from Swiss. Important from the big cocktails from you are also important from Switzerland. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. I was going to talk about you guys too, because everyone is supporting financially DOA, Aaron, Nora. But for the ones who don't know, Faza, so Yolanda and Bea, they're going through legal things as well in Switzerland because of Scientology. No one has supported them financially. Unfortunately, I'm not a big enough channel to do a fundraiser. I can start it. I've tried it before for you, Yolanda. I don't think you got a lot out of it, and I don't think it's fair. He's earning on YouTube. He has a huge following. He has what did I see? Around 245,000 subscribers. I don't know how many members he has. He must earn money out of it. Then Nora gets money from YouTube. She works. She has a job on top of that. So she's not destitute. I know legal fees are expensive, but DOA, Nancy Drew, she was helped financially. Oh, the young Solomon, and then the other young guy who DOA and Laura helped in LA. Oh, what's his name again? With the fluffy hair. He was helped. So, if anyone has an idea how we can help Faza financially, that would be great. And in a way that there is something coming in for them. And I'm quite happy to help. Thank you, Stylodit. I will definitely be back next year. I don't know when yet. January, perhaps beginning of February. I don't know, but I will pop in once in a while anyway. I did say that I would do my dwarfism live in October because October was Dwarfism Awareness Month, but I didn't do it. I just didn't have the energy nor the mindset, but I will do it. It doesn't have to be October to do it. I still want to get awareness about dwarfism out there as well. So, but I'm every day working on a video that I want to do and the live and perhaps a panel, but it's in the works. So when it's time, I will with this as well. Um, when you support an abuser, like you are for the community a liar. No, I disagree. I think this is an English thing, a language thing. It doesn't mean because, say, if I would support Aaron, it just, an assumption. If I was, it doesn't mean I'm lying. I'm just supporting him because I believe what he's saying. And that's what is happening. A lot of people believe him. It doesn't mean that they're automatically liars. Do you understand what I mean? But if that's your opinion, that's fine. I'll respect it. I don't know. I can't see very well the. Thank you, Kirby's mom. That's great. We need to find somehow a way. We need to find something special to do. To help Yolanda and Beat. Oh, again, this is now. You mean restraining order? Is that what you mean, Yolanda? Okay. Hello, Milady in Portland. Oh, I like this name. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Oh, you lovely Kirby's mom. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys need my help, I'm here. I'm good in admin, accounting, talking. As you know, I talk a lot. So, yeah, I just don't have good ideas at the moment. Hello, Moose on the Loose. How are you? Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, hello, Matt. I was talking about you. I'm sorry early on. Yeah, she was in an accident. Yeah. We are all going to fundraise for you after the OA's cases. That is what Yolanda wants. That's fine. I'm here for that, Yolanda. You know that I support you guys. Come on. You guys know I'm Swiss. I wouldn't let down Swiss people, right? And Yolanda, Switzerland is in the World Cup next year. I hate football, but I'm going to watch. Anyway, Milady in Poland, I have a bigger channel mentioned the fundraiser. Have a bigger, yeah. Which ones? The bigger ones don't support the small channels anymore. So it's difficult to fundraise. I did try a fundraiser for Yolanda. How long ago was that? Beginning of the year, Yolanda? And well, yeah. I thought misunderstood. I have tendency to misunderstand sometimes things. Josiah, thank you. That's the name. Thank you, milady. Okay. Hey guys, I managed to get to the plan. So why don't I yeah, Yolanda. I felt so that I couldn't help better. I thought it wouldn't be an issue. Doesn't matter how big a channel is, but apparently the big channels support each other, and we little channel support each other because we have no one else that supports us. You know, that's like I said. That's why at the beginning there were so many small channels because Aaron was advocating for it, and then afterwards, I'm sorry, it was like he crapped on us. That's an English expression. He shit on our heads. That's what it means. So, I know, Yolanda. No, actually, I don't think it was okay. And I would have supported you. I know I have support. I gave you something too, but I would have wanted to give you more. But at the moment, I'm on thin air when it comes to money at the moment. So, oh yeah, expects everyone to help him. Hmm? So you remember when Laura fundraised for the OA, they were all saying, oh, where is the money going? Nah, 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 nah. Now we should do the same with the money that was given to Aaron. Oh yeah, how much did you spend on this and that? You know, we want to know. I don't really want to know, but I'm just showing that if we actually react exactly now how I reacted, badly commented on the OA, now we should do that on Aaron. So the circle is going to continue and will never be broken. So the divide in the community, and when I say the community, it's not your community, Aaron. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to everyone. Okay? The community, not your community. He has to stop saying that my community is not his community. No. Oh, that pisses me off when I hear shit like that. Okay. So before everyone is getting really tired, I know for lovely Yolanda, it's 1:10 in the morning here at midnight. If you have another 3.5 minutes to listen to that song, I made a video with on the left or on the right. I don't know how it's going to look on your side. Yes, milady, it is his code, exactly. I'm going to start. I uploaded it somewhere. So I created this. I put all my feelings and how I saw about this, the community and things like that. And it actually came out really good. Fair enough, I didn't wrote the lyrics. And if Jojo ever watches this video, don't worry, I will not start doing songs. I might create some once in a while, something very specific, but I'm actually quite happy. I really like this song. So let's have a quick listen to it.
We scroll past each other, eyes full of fire, typing out stars, lighting up the wire. Echoes in chambers, louder than truth, trading our kindness for digital proof. But I see you behind the screen, a heart like mine, caught in between. We don't have to dance to the same old beat, but we're walking the same cracked street. We don't need to love, don't need to agree, but we can build a bridge across this sea. Different voices, one melody, marching forward in harmony. We're stronger when we rise, not when we stop. This can't go on, it has to stop. We've traded our neighbors for likes and shares, built up our walls with digital stairs, but the world won't heal with a clever tweet. It takes more than fingers, it takes our feet. So I'll meet you where the silence breaks, where change begins and the old world shakes. We don't need to hug, don't need to cry, just lift the load and ask not why. We don't need to love, don't need to agree, but we can build a bridge across this sea. Different voices, we can build a bridge across the sea. Different voices, one melody, marching forward in harmony. We're stronger when we rise, not when we stop. This can't go on. It has to stop.
Well, I hope you liked it. Oops, I can't find it. Okay. Hi, Holly Lewis, Music One. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you for thanking me, Holly Lewis. Yes, Yolanda, but I need to do some changes in the video a little bit, but I will post it. Yeah. Danke, Christina. Thank you, Yolanda. I love I can translate different languages. Me too. It's okay, Rika. You can watch it again and listen to the song. I do really like it, I think. But I can't take a lot of credit because I didn't create the music, obviously. It's an app on my phone, and the lyrics, I just fed something into an IE, divided community, social media, blah, 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 blah. And the lyrics, I didn't have to ask to have it redone because it felt so right in my heart and in my mind. Thank you, Holly. Yes, I will. I have a long time. I need to figure it out, but I will try tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Monday. Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna do I'm gonna try to make that bread in my air fryer. So pretty, but I will try that style of it. Well, it came across like Milady, and I think it sounds quite nice, no? Melody is melody, but I kind of like melody. It's like Milady, it's posh and English. Yeah, it depends which Holly, which or things you use. I use a lot of different ones because there's always one that I asked to redo and redo and redo, and it gets worse and worse. And then there's another one that does something amazing. Because, I look for something that does what's in here. And everything that is in here, I can't put it in here myself because I'm not that intelligent. So that's why I'm using plenty of different things for creating images to other things. So now I won't keep you too long. Can you imagine? Nearly 2 hours. For the replay crew, thank you very much for watching it too. Please don't hesitate to put some comments on. And I will try to come back before Christmas. If there is anyone interested that is on their own on Christmas Eve or even on Christmas Day, something with me, I would be happy to oblige. I'll be on my own here anyway, so let me know. You know my email address. If not, it's evoilabrigitte in one word at outlook.com. Bria, you're going to fall off That's so Isla now. Anyway, contact me, and we can perhaps sort something out. I just, like I said, I just don't have enough ideas at the moment. I just saw something. It's fancy. Yeah, it's fancy, me lady. Sooner does that for me. Well, I used that for the first time today. My main song, Et Voilà song, at the beginning and at the end of my lives and videos, I created it with an app called Donna. And it was today. They wanted me to pay. And I'm like, I have no money, I'm not paying. So I thought, well, I'm going to try what Jojo is using. But yeah, it took me a little while, you know. I need to get my gears back into work. So TTV calls Melody. Hello, Psycho Grannies. 11 Toes, why did you block me? I have never, since I have this channel, blocked anyone, and none of my mods are here. So perhaps in the past they actually blocked you. I don't know, but I didn't. I don't know who 11 Toes is. I haven't seen anyone called like that, so I don't know what's going on there. Exactly, Holly. Keep your hands off women. Well, there's one thing that I need to add is don't forget, not only women are being abused, men can also be. So don't forget that men can be abused too. In this case, Aaron is not being abused. Okay, no. Good night, Holly. Thank you for joining tonight. Au revoir. Eleven Toes, why did you abandon your friends Julie and Erica? Who is 11 Toes? I have no clue who you're talking about. Psycho Grannies. You might be in the wrong chat. Au revoir, Holly. Night, yo. I'm going to go live. Well, I'm gonna look you up, subscribe to your channel, and we'll watch tomorrow. Because yeah, it's nearly midnight, and as I have lots of difficulties to sleep, but I feel actually tired, I might be able to sleep through the night, who knows. So I'll go and subscribe to your channel, Melody, and Milady, sorry, I'm gonna call you Milady, and watch your live tomorrow on replay. Yeah, perhaps. But hasn't Jenna a friend called Erica happening the other day? I don't know. I've never seen that name, Psycho Grannies. Bye-bye, Bridget, and chat, and good night. Good night, Yolanda. Speak to you soon. And Kirby's mom, email me. Let's see what we can do for Yolanda and Beat as soon as we can. So I'm gonna finish this tonight. It was actually quite good. Finally, I managed to get what I felt out and name names. You can see you can do that without being nasty. I don't think I've been nasty towards Aaron, nor Jenna, nor anyone else. I'm just sharing my opinions. And et voila. Anyway, everyone who joined, thank you so much. I very much appreciate. I will probably come back live before Christmas. hopefully I'll have my dwarfism video done soon, and then I'll arrange something. I really would love to go live, show some videos, and have a panel. So keep it in mind. Let me know if you would be interested to be in a panel and interview about dwarfism. And that's it. So good night, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Et voilà.